So hey everyone, I think this is around episode 15 and it's been about a full year since I've done a bus update. I got a lot of messages with people wanting to know how the tailgating went, how the year went, and what kind of updates I've done since. So this is going to be an update video, I guess. Last year was fantastic. Got the bus to Indiana, used it every home game. Summertime was a little bit warm, wintertime was a little bit cold, but you know what, so what. Coming home last year, I had an issue. I had a fan on my heating system because it was November. Whenever I was bringing it home, cut right into the heater core, and the 6-hour trip home was somewhat interesting with antifreeze leakage. But what I did ultimately was, like behind this panel right here, there is a fan, 2 fans and a heater core that does nothing but throw heat and defrost. I don't feel I need a lot of heat and defrost because basically this thing is it's a tailgate little hotel room, and the heat that I use to heat it whenever it gets cold when I'm in it comes from propane heaters. So when I'm driving it, I don't really need it. I'm not really driving this thing a lot back and forth to the stadium to where I store it. So I cut that out. I bypassed the antifreeze lines just like I did from the heaters underneath the seats. So that was pretty interesting coming home. But to give you a quick update of some of the things that I've done just in actually the last 2 weeks, because I really haven't worked on this thing much at all. I parked it. Hold on a second. So I parked it just after Thanksgiving and really didn't even winterize, which ended up costing me because I messed up a water pump. A couple other things froze. I didn't prepare for that, so I had to fix a couple of little things, but nothing major. Because PEX water lines, even when water's in them, they don't explode. My water pump did have a problem. I had to rebuild. Luckily, I drained the freshwater tank, but I didn't blow the lines out, and it wasn't anything major. Just a couple washers on a faucet and whatever. But so this is actually today's little project. This was just an open hole last year, and I just took some 1x4s and roughed it in, built a little shelf here instead of having an open hole finishing it off, because my plan is to this year, within the next month, take this thing back out to Indiana and put it in storage, and I'm probably never going to bring it home again. I'm going to leave it in storage year round, use it during the football season, and when my son graduates, probably just sell it to somebody in Indiana. Since it is an Indiana themed bus, I think maybe somebody will buy it, I don't know. But that's my plan. So I wanted to get the things finished that I wanted to get finished, so that when I take it out there this year, it's basically done, other than clean up year to year. So with that, let me get in here. Everything's basically the same from last year. You see the couches. Obviously, this has turned into a workstation once again of tools. I bought another inside air conditioner to use for nothing but the bedroom this year. This thing does get warm. I didn't insulate it a lot like some people do. So I'll get to this thing here shortly. So in the last week or so, I've been trying to finish off a lot of things around the bedroom. I just put up some tin paneling just for looks purposes, and I did this shower. The shower's pretty major because I was primarily showering. Oh, that's so dark. I was primarily showering at my son's. So the shower was pretty somewhat of something that I really wanted to get done, because I was showering at my son's apartment, which is only like 3 blocks away. But I mean, him being a football player, and after the games, I was going over there in the fall because it's so hot in the stadium, and taking a shower, and him and his boys were just wanting to hang out. So I thought I would spare him some of old dad coming in for a shower, and I built this thing. I have a shower pan that I put in last year, and this year I trimmed it all up with the galvanized steel. I use self-tapping screws that have rubber washers on them, and I bought this channel right here, just this little bit of an angle channel, and I siliconed behind it real good, and then zipped it into studs also. You know, this thing's just like the rest of this bus, nothing's perfect, but I think it's going to serve its purpose. So what I did was right there off of the pecs, I only really have cold water in this bus, so that is my shower tee, which that pecs runs all the way around through here and comes out here and then up, and I put a valve on it just so that all of the pressure isn't right on this shower head that I have a switch on to turn the water on and off. So this thing I bought, I'm going to give it a shot. It's an instant hot. You control your temperature. This is a Eco Temp. I don't know if that's focusing or not. So it's an Eco Temp hot on-demand hot water. You control your temperatures. It is propane driven. It's basically for outdoor use because the exhaust is going to come out here. But I have a carbon monoxide detector that I'm going to use, and I'm going to give this a trial run. And when I'm showering, I may put a fan here and blow out this window. I don't know, but it's going to work because my showers are like 3 minutes, so I'm not really that concerned about it. So off of the valve, I have the toilet supply braided hose. This is coming off hot. This is where the propane's going to go. So this is the warm water coming out of the Eco Temp. Obviously comes out here, and then I have the wand with the on and off that for anybody that's a camper knows. You get wet, you shut off the water, you lather, and then you rinse off. So got a little shampoo thing. I also finished these corners off so nobody cuts their foot off on this. Just kind of covering up some things that you know, make things look more finished. I'm planning on putting some sort of shelving in here in the next couple days, just to have places to put things. So I mean, that's pretty much it right now. That's an update. I'm planning on pulling out sometime in the second or third week in August. His first game is the last Thursday in August against Ohio State. So that's it. If anybody has any questions, obviously, feel free to leave them in the comments or email me. But I'll be doing probably more, I'll be doing a couple more videos before I ship out probably, and then some people actually requested some tailgating videos to see the functionality. So that's it for now. Keep the comments coming. Thanks a lot. See you later.